thing here.
You're not going to overload people. They're going to think, oh.
No, it's okay, it's okay.
They don't think anyways.
They don't think, no. They want to watch this bullshit, they'll watch it. They don't want to watch it, don't watch it.
They'll go watch Fox News to get their opinion told to them.
Did you see the Danny Waters, former lawyer, bigger mouth than me? Did you see when they had short stunt on the history in New Brunswick at night in front of the legislator?
No.
Didn't see it?
No.
You don't stay, you go to bed around 7 o'clock, you?
No, I don't. I go to bed around 1.
You never went out of your way to have a look what it was all about? A 20-minute story, you never seen it?
No, if it's important, I'd know about it, and if it's really important, someone will tell me, and I'll go read up on it and see.
You know who was on it twice? And you know who I interviewed?
What was it about?
Oh, all characters from people in history. Hatfield, McKenna, they were showing the strike in Moncton, the Université de Moncton. There was a lot of French in there. But you know who they showed twice in there? Jackie Vautour.
Yeah. Oh, Jackie was a great voice.
Is a great voice.
And well, his cause was totally stupid. But, you know, he had every right to do what he did. He was pissed and he wasn't happy with what they did. But he got ground down to fine dust, you know, but he got some money in the end, but it wasn't worth it. Because, you know, he did what he thought he had to do, but it certainly wasn't anything beneficial to anybody in New Brunswick. All that foolishness. You know,
he didn't have no lawyer. True lawyers.
He couldn't keep a lawyer and he couldn't pay one. His cause wasn't even a good cause. The government has every right in the world to take every bit of land going here. We have no rights whatsoever to own stuff. They can come take it. They have eminent domain. They want to build a road through it, they got it. So it was a waste of time for him. I mean, it was good for his ego and for his cause. All the year, and I'm sure he got satisfaction from it.
I interviewed him this summer.
Yeah.
88 years old.
Oh, good. And I hope he's still fighting and crazy as hell.
He has. He's
good. I mean, his cause.
He's a hero. He's a hero.
Causes don't have to be winners or just. That's a personal thing. You find something personal and you fight for it every inch of the way.
But the Metis Acadian, he educated me, and you know he's right. He said when they first came here, 400 or 500 soldiers, there was no females there in the boat. There were soldiers, all soldiers. So what did they do once they got here?
Well, the Indians, they provided most of the DNA difference.
Yeah. So.
And those that didn't die of disease produced, you know, good French-Canadian natives.
Yeah, the white man did destroy the Indians with disease.
9 out of 10 died from disease.
Yeah, that was sad.
But the other good part was that a lot of the Europeans that come over here, about 9 out of 10 of them died from diseases that they weren't ready for, which is why the black slaves flourished, because they'd already become immune to all the diseases in Africa, and they survived over here. Why they didn't take over is more than I can't understand. You know, they'd have
They're low self-esteem. They were treated like shit, so there's low self-esteem
and stuff. But again, Haiti was the only place where they successfully done, and that's been a disaster ever since. But anyway, that's craziness. That whole disease thing. The natives were here first. They were the original settlers.
And we put them in jail now.
Yeah, well, we put them in jail right off the bat. Those gulags, we call them gulags in Russia. You call them townships in South Africa, but here we call them Indian reserves, and they're prisons. The only good thing about that is they retain a lot of their culture.
Yeah, that's the only thing. The only good thing about it, if it wasn't for the reserve, there would be no Indians left.
There'd be none left. They'd been wiped out and totally integrated.
Yeah, it'd just be white.
We'd have lost a great resource.
So anyway, this movie, this little screen.
Yeah.
You know who they didn't have? All kinds of people.
Didn't have you and I on it.
No, not me. And that's when we're dead. Guess who they didn't have in there? Ron Turcotte.
Mm-hmm.
Remember him?
Oh yeah, Ron. He's just a blip in a way. He was an athlete, sort of an athlete, rode horses, so you know.
Secretariat.
Yeah, But
you know.
the horse was the thing.
Yeah.
He didn't do hell.
No,
with it.
no, but come on. Do you know any New Brunswickers that won the Triple Crown?
Yeah, like Yvonne Durrell, the whole thing. You know, great.
Yvonne Durrell was there.
You know, and in the whole character making thing, neither one of them contributed that much to the face or history of New Brunswick.
No, but those were the days before internet.
Then we'd have had something.
This was
going
before
with
the days of the internet. You know, there was something to look at, something to go, something to watch.
You can't have everybody, right? But then they'd have you and me on there.
Me and you and what? Boxing?
Oh, who knows? You know? and anyway, it's just the winners that get on there and write their own history anyway. So it doesn't. History is mostly bunk written by the winners, and the losers don't get a chance to say their say. We have this great history going back, 500 years. 3/4 of it's wrong. It's written by the victors.
Well, okay, Mr.
That's how religions and language gets passed around
history,
the world.
like history. What do you think this was 500 years ago?
Well, probably more of the trees and less of the bridges, less houses.
Of course. Duh.
Fewer houses, yeah.
Duh.
What else?
So what do you think? Silent? The river would have been green. The fish would have jumped. Little native, little village, maybe.
Yep.
That would have missed. That should have been nice.
We wouldn't have TV today if we didn't do all that stuff. Didn't destroy the environment. We wouldn't have any of this progress in electronics.
That's true.
We just got a trade-off. We wouldn't have cars. We wouldn't have automatic shifts. We wouldn't have thermostats for furnaces and stuff like that.
I wonder if they were better off 500 years ago.
Well, no, they weren't. They died at the age of 30, and they got diseases that we don't even think about anymore. They died in childbirth right up until the 1930s. Really, medicine was in its infancy in the 1930s, and sulfa drugs and penicillin, and that started the whole thing. We're not even 100 years into good medicine in this country. So 500 years ago, they were worse off.
But they died early, then they go to heaven.
Yeah, to sit around with a bunch of Baptists, and that's hell.
Well, no.
That's not heaven.